Hey everybody, it's Caleb here on Clear Hits Radio, and as you can tell from my voice, it's been a lot of laughter leading up to this recording, but I'm so excited to have my friend Lem from God Games and Geekery on. Lem, how are you doing?
Oh, Caleb, what did you do? You brought me on to your audience. You are a trusting sir. Let me tell you.
So, Lem, we do play God Game and Geekery here on Clear Hits Radio. It's a podcast as well, as you do Twitch streams.
Yes.
You do, I forget what the actual title is, but video game photography.
Gametography, yeah.
Gametography. And you are a part of one of the biggest ministries in the Midwest, going around, traveling. And so, Lem, how do you make time for doing God Game and Geekery, and what led you to launch this?
Look, when you ask me how do I have time, remember that whole thing about fish and loaves? I don't have the time. But God's got all the time of all eternity. So he figures out a way for me to get what I do done, which is not by my power, but his alone. But what I find is God put on my heart that everybody's a geek about something. And that's because he's put that interest, that passion, those talents in them so that they can bring those back to him and say, hey, what else can I do? Right? And that's where my passion lies. Showing others how the crossroads of their geeky passions and their faith, whether that be video games, whether that be hip hop, whether that be knitting, maybe you're a cook. God can use you, and is, as long as you're willing to share those talents with others. So that's how I got here. I love nerdy, geeky stuff, and I told my boss, hey, I'd love to do a workshop at Quake, which is our winter weekend youth retreats that we do almost every weekend, January through March. He said, okay, you want to do a workshop? What it's about? I said, God, Games, and Geekery. He says, cool. What's it called? God, Games, and Geekery. And he said, cool, let's go. And for the past, good Lord, what is it? 5-6 years now, this is what we've been doing.
And so you've been traveling, talking about God, Games, and Geekery, and you've been streaming it, twitching it, podcasting, and just for some credibility sources, I guess, for everybody, what are 3 games that you are playing right now, Lem?
Oh, right now, I am in my cozy era, bro. I am in my cozy era. I am currently deep into Disney Dreamlight Valley. For all my dreamers out there, I've been doing my dream snaps for quite a few many weeks. I'm a founder, but I haven't been. I just recently, probably the last 6 months, started doing it, and I am on as of recording, I am my 7th week of 4K Moonstones. Only my dreamers know what I'm talking about.
I have no clue what you're talking about, but this sounds cool.
Yeah, so I'm in the 4K club, 7 weeks going. I'm also playing a game called Faith Farm, which I literally just started that 5 days ago. 3 to 5 days ago, somewhere in there. I'm probably up to 30 hours already in this game.
Holy cow!
It's got its hooks at me. But to my roots, I still play a couple of competitive shooters. I still am a Fortnite guy. Love Fortnite. I play with some of our students from God Games and Geekery on Fortnite, and I play a lot of Overwatch, which I should stop because my heart can't take it.
And
it is the one game that I do yell at.
Lem, you are, I don't know if you know this about you, but you are the person that convinced me to download Fortnite and try Fortnite.
Yeah.
You invited me on a Twitch stream. and I was descending, and you shot me. I think that's why you invited me on to Fortnite. Yeah. Then it's like you shot me, and I think you did that so that then I could talk about clear hits and not have to worry about the game. So it's one of those games. And when we launched clear hits, I remember it was a. Oh, we're going there. We're going there. It was pretty clear, and and I don't remember if I saw it on the stream or if they replay it on the game, but I just remember looking, and it was you. It's you. So, but right after we launched Clear Hits, Lem, you were one of the first people that I reached out to for Lifest because, number one, I love Christian hip hop, but when I first got saved too, one of the first ministries that really impacted me was a Saturday night video game ministry at a church where they'd hook up the old giant TVs with GameCubes, and we'd play Super Smash Brothers and Mario Kart until the church janitor kicked us out. And so when we first started going to Lifest, I wanted to reach out to you because I knew that this was a need at Lifest. I saw so many kids just, whether it be sitting in the hallway or on their phones playing game. They were playing games.
Yeah.
And so when I reached out to you about doing an event, I just remember how excited you were, man, that there was this like-minded opportunity. And man, what God has done since we did our first event.
Bro, I don't look, y'all know about Moses, right? How he couldn't talk, and God was like, look, I got you.
Right.
That's exactly what happened with, I don't say exactly, but very similar to what happened with God Games and Geekery that first year. Like, all I knew was we have to have a Smash Brothers tournament.
Right.
And then a friend of mine that I met through doing gametography, we were both in a gallery together in PAX Australia. And she said, I got to talk to somebody about this. And because we can't say anything about it, I'm going to write an email. And I wrote back because I'm a yapper. And we just got to know each other. Eventually, she started working for a company that did esports competitions and traveling esports competitions. And so we ended up getting together, and she helped me put on that first one. And it was in the concession stand by where the old stage was.
Yes.
2 tables and a small concession stand. And Life Promotion said, hey, look, we've got the stuff, might as well do it. Let's see what happens. And
our goal was 100 people.
Yeah.
Our goal was 100.
We hit 102 or something like that.
Like within the first hour.
Within that first hour.
Yeah.
We were like, what is going on? And I think they realized how much was going on and how much people loved it because people couldn't get to the end.
You're right. Blocking it.
They're like, okay, well, let's move you outside of the edge. Stay still close because that's the crowd, right? And let's give you a tent the next year. We filled the tent.
And with that one too, it wasn't even Super Smash Brothers. It was Pokken. We tried it. We were like, let's try something that nobody played, because within Super Smash Brothers, we knew within the first hour what the Final Four was going to be.
Yeah.
And so, but it was still cool. Even the kids that knew what the Final Four was going to be, they were excited just to play at Lifest.
Absolutely. And yeah, Pokken, this 10-year-old little girl with an amazing story. Hit us up later if you want to know the story. Amazing story. 10-year-old little girl picked up the game the week before, didn't really know the ins and outs of it. She took everything home.
I still have the picture, and I mean, I'm not going to share it because they're children, but
Yeah.
the third place kid's sheer disappointment that he lost to her. Like, you could tell he had been practicing so hard.
Yes.
But
the thing is that both of those kids beat out so many adults.
yeah,
Kind of knew the game a little bit because they knew Pokemon.
Mhm. And then we've decided to make a switch and get into racing.
Yeah.
The next couple of years. And let me tell you something. When we've been to the Edge stage sometimes.
Yeah.
When we did the grand finale on the Edge stage the last 2 years, the crowd has been almost bigger than some of the artists in the shows. And I come on here, and it's incredible to see, like, when I'm at Lifest and people ask me, like, being a Christian hip hop station, they'll be like, "Oh, well, what do you think of the Christian metal?" I'm like, I think it's awesome. I don't listen to it, but God is using it to reach people.
Yes.
And then when you go onto the Edge stage for video games and you see so many people, it's just like God is using these games
Absolutely.
to reach people. And it was just incredible to see, as you have done way more research than I have in this. Like, you've picked some of the hardest levels in reverse.
I have a team. That's the thing. Like, I it's not just me. I have a team because I am a firm believer that in the line, and I live by this line in a paraphrase from Forrest Gump. I'm not a bright man, Jenny, but I know what love is, right? And I pick the people that absolutely love whatever game that we're doing. They help me put together the tournament. They help me put together everything, and it just blows up. They're so good.
Now, I do want to bring up one asterisk to the incredible relationship and events that we have put together, Lem, is that I am 0-2 against your.
And I don't understand it. I don't understand it, dude. I am terrible at Mario Kart.
Your name is literally BadGamerElite. So I'm just Bad Gamer. You're the elite person. But no, so we've been doing this at Lifest, and we are going to do it again at Lifest this year. But I do want to highlight one thing, Lem, is that you've always had on your heart to do events outside of Lifest.
Yes.
And it seems like God has opened doors for you to start doing that. Can you share what's going on?
Yeah, absolutely. April 12th at the Nina Menasco YMCA, we are putting on an esports tournament, and it's featuring a game that the Lifest crowd has been begging me to bring to Lifest, but we can't because of restrictions of internet. Fortnite.
What?
Yes.
All right.
It's featuring Fortnite. Press Start Games in Appleton has given us the grand prize, which is a Fortnite PS5.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Our guy Zach and the boys over at Press Start Games in Appleton are fantastic. Edge VR is helping us put everything together. They've got us a great tournament operator, official tournament operator. He's amazing. I'll be doing the stage hosting and commentating and such like that, but the guy running it is amazing. And Edge VR is also going to have a VR experience. It's like a 400 square foot VR experience that people will be able to take part of in the Nina Menasco YMC's Plexus Lab. We're gonna have some games in there. G3 God Games and Geekery is gonna have a table. We've got there is a Geometry Dash competition going on. That's a sponsored Geometry Dash competition. There's just all kinds of prizes. Blind Tiger Games is putting that together. It's going to be amazing. But registrations are open now, and it's a youth based, and that's the key. A lot of these competitions you find are the esports is usually 18 to like 30, 18 to 24, somewhere in there. And there's not a lot for youth that goes on. A lot of like the sixth graders or the middle schools, freshmen in high school. There's not a lot that goes on for them, and we want them to know that games are for everybody.
Right.
Just like Jesus is for everybody. And we encourage people to sign up. Go check it out on the Nina Menashe YMCA website.
And if you're in Milwaukee, Eau Claire, Madison, if you're a gamer, you're welcome to join, right?
Make the trip. It's all going to be locally at the YMCA. Make the trip. Check out let me rephrase that. Check out what registration entails. See if you see what we've got going on. And if you're like, yeah, that PS5 is mine, I want to see you there. I want to present the PS5 to you.
That'd be incredible. Well, not to me. I'm not in that age range, but
You're a couple of years out. It's fine.
Just hand out a piece of paper. I am 12. It's legit. No. But Lem, so you have that going on.
Yes.
You're doing G3. Anything else that you have coming up that people need to be aware of?
Oh, absolutely. So I'm giving myself 7 more days after the crazy hours-long tournament, because that's not enough to wear me out. On the 19th, we're also going to be doing a 24-hour fundraising stream for God Games and Geekery. God Games and Geekery is part of the nonprofit Lifest. We're sharing life together, and for me, sharing life together is playing video games with students and their parents and their teachers, and it does. We need to use the internet. You got to pay for internet. Got to keep the computers going, right? I need to raise funds for the ministry.
Yeah.
And we have a goal of $7,500, which it's nothing to sneeze at, but it's definitely lower than a lot of goals out there. But I'd love if we can get 75 people to give $100, or 100 people, 100 people to wait. Hold on, it's 150 people to give $50. That would work too. Wait,
you're the math guy.
75. I don't know. Do the math and help out. That would be fantastic. Oh, Caleb, did you know that people can give to G3 monthly and nothing comes out of their pocket?
I did not know that.
Yeah. We stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/GodGamesAndGeekery. Every Thursday, or most Thursdays, let me rephrase that. Most Thursdays, when we're on the road with Quake, it's hard to stream that. But if you have Amazon Prime, you can use a little bit of Mr. Bezos's money and do a free donation from your Amazon Prime by subscribing to twitch.tv/GodGamesAndGeekery. It's spelled.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So you get a channel sub. They call it a Prime sub.
That's great.
Helps us out.
We've got some big things in store again for Lifest this year, as we've got arguably our biggest prize that we're not going to share right now.
No.
Arguably our biggest prize yet, and probably I'm hoping our biggest turnout at the Edge stage. We need all of y'all to show up.
Every single one of you.
The last 2 years, the players have done a great job recruiting to get people there.
Yes.
We need you to pre-plan before the event even starts. Like,
if you have ideas on how we can kind of pre-plan and all that stuff, you can either join the Discord. If you go to the God Games and Geekery Twitch channel, just type !Discord. You just go ahead and it'll come up with a link. You can join the Discord, or you can email me at badgamer@lifepromotions.org or lifefest.com.org. One of the two. I don't know. It's badgamer at one of those.
Man, I'm so excited, and I got to find some redemption. So if we ever want to change up the tournament to Tiger Woods golf, let me know. And
look, PK21, baby, I'm pretty good. I already know where my handicap is for the serve. I got it.
I'm pretty sure if we did that, we could get somebody like Toby Mac on to play. Look.
let me make a call. I got some calls. I got some numbers on my phone.
Well, before we start spreading rumors that he can't fulfill, why don't I wrap up? And friends, that's all for now. We have more great music ahead here on Clear Hits Radio.